Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? As I said, I made this just trying to make myself look a bit more appealing. As you guys know, if you are a long-term subscriber, that my video qualities when I do live streams on my computer are really poor quality. I can't fix that. It's just crappy, and I think that's all right. So we'll just. I'm about 5 minutes early, but I just couldn't wait. I really could not wait. So 10,000. That's pretty cool. Thank you all so much. I think I covered it all in my recent video, but I'm very much thankful. All right, let's take a look at some of these. I've been waiting since your last video. Please discuss the cost of your box sets. I usually get box sets secondhand, so then never usually above £100. I do save up quite a lot as well. Looks like you're emerging from a fog bank. It's just I've tried cleaning like the webcam bit so many times and it just stays the same, like fuzzy, grainy quality, and I'm very sorry about that. If you could invite 4 prog musicians /vocalists to a dinner party, dead or alive, who do I choose? That's a very good question. Me and my dad talk about that quite a lot. So if I had to pick 4, Robert Fripp, just because I think that would be very entertaining. Keith Emerson. Peter Gabriel would be another interesting one. And probably someone like Geddy Lee. Be really cool to talk to. I would really love to play music in the background of this live stream, but I don't want to risk YouTube taking down my video and, terminating my channel. That's something I'm scared of, so I try not to play music. That's why I don't have any background noises. Robert would have to bring Toya. I'm so jealous of your dad seeing Genesis on the nursery crime tour. Yeah, what's funny is that the venue that he went to is not a venue anymore. It's now a shopping center. Do you like Marillion? I love Marillion. Do you feel a sense of emotional attachment to Emerson, Lake and Palmer, even though 2 members are dead and you feel still sad about that? And look at the band. I mean, they kind of reignited my love for prog recently, so that's probably why I've got a bit more of an emotional attachment to them. Hi, can you play any musical instruments? Yeah, I can play bass guitar, and I can play piano, guitar. I sing occasionally, if that counts. You're stranded on a dinghy in the Pacific Ocean with Jimi Hendrix, Robert Fripp, Peter Gabriel, and Phil Collins. The only way to survive is to eat one of them. Who do you choose? I think that Robert Fripp would probably start pissing me off after a while, so I'll probably say Robert Fripp, even though I do highly respect him. Do you like Black Sabbath? I do. I love Black Sabbath. One of the first bands that I ever got into. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Are you a Zappa fan? I am a Zappa fan. I've got a picture, grainy quality, but I have got a picture of Frank Zappa right there. Hey, congrats on 10,000 subs. Thank you very much. I'm 15, but 70s is so much good prog, by far my favorite decade. I'm with you there. If you were stuck on a desert island and you had to pick one album, what would I pick? It'd have to be something I don't get bored of very easily, so I'd probably say something like Tarkus. So when you said you'd have dinner with throat, yeah, literally, perhaps so. Good morning from New Zealand. Good evening. Do you like horse lips? My mum loves them. I mean, I've only listened to a few of their songs. If you could bring one of these back to life, who would it be? Out of Hendrix, Zappa, Morrison, and Prince. It's gonna have to be Zappa. Will you get Peter Gabriel's Genesis haircut at 20,000 subs? It's mighty tempting. I've got a middle parting, so I guess I could. I listened to King Crimson Red after watching your video. Thanks for introducing it to me. No problem. It's my favorite King Crimson album. I was like classic rock, but recently got in a huge progressive rock phase. I was always a big fan of classic rock, and then I kind of discovered this layer of rock that I had never heard of before. Hi from Essex. Hi from Merton. I think Merton is my borough, but my county is Surrey. So I heard Tarkus, Yes, and Gentle Giant for the first time this year. I heard Gentle Giant for the first time this year. I do love them. Did your dad see Floyd on the Division Bell tour? No, my dad never got to see Pink Floyd. Friday the 13th, February 13, 1970. Yup. It's an anniversary. Yeah, I've still got the clock in my room. It's very loud, and I remember the first time I got when I got in that clock, my first time trying to sleep, I didn't sleep for the whole night, and then the next night I was fine. Love the fact you care for your vinyl. Keep it up. I mean, I've seen a lot of people in the vinyl community getting very pissy about the way some people handle their vinyl. That is something that does actually annoy me. People who handle their records poorly. I know that it's not my decision for people what people want to do with their albums, but you know, touching it really does make me cringe a little bit. David, thank you, David. Who has the best side on Works Volume 1 in my opinion? I'd probably say Keith Emerson's side, the concerto. 20,000 you do a Pete Townsend on the clock. Or destroy my clock? It's a very loud clock, I will admit. It's common sense to look after records. Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of newer record collectors, like newer ones who don't know how to handle vinyl, maybe their parents weren't born into the vinyl generation like my parents were. And you know, they'll take out the album, but they'll hold it like that, and instead of holding it by the label or the edges, which makes me very sad. And I always really want to tell people, but I really don't want to sound like a snob. Who's your favorite guitarist? Tony Iommi. Do you like Tool? I love Tool. I love Tool so much. I have a bootleg of Emerson, Lake and Palmer and Black Sabbath live at California Jam. That's awesome. I've seen the videos on YouTube of that. Hi, hello. Do you like Gentle Giant? Yes, I do. Right, I'm just gonna. Are you a fan of early Chicago? I've never really listened to it, so I can't say. Sadly, I'm just gonna do a little bit. story. Right. Let me get back to this. Snob is not what you say, but how you say it. I agree with that. Who was your favourite Spice Girl? I never liked the Spice Girls. Common misconception. I love Marillion, yeah. Have you ever been to Birmingham City Centre? I have, yeah. I've got family who live in Birmingham. What outside prog? This goes very quickly. What outside prog and classic rock do I listen to? I listen to a lot of metal. Do you like Britpop? Not particularly. Everyone's asking me my opinions on the new Stephen Wilson record. I think it's okay. Definitely a step away from his previous work, but that doesn't always mean it's a bad thing. Did you know Carl Palmer played drums for Fleetwood Mac? I did not know that. Hello from Canada. I'm with you about your vinyl handling. Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky that when I started collecting, I had someone to tell me how to handle records, so I didn't have it on. I'll have like the vinyl covers. When I was starting out my record collecting, there wasn't much of a community on YouTube, from what I remember. But I learned everything that I needed to know about records from my dad. Geddy Lee, is he your favorite bass player? Probably. Yeah. I'd probably say that. Yeah. How's the live music where you're from? Us British people really get into the music when it comes to concerts. You know, you don't usually tend to see phones at concerts. How can I donate? And did you know? Yeah, I knew about Asia, and about the donating thing. I'm not sure how to do anything like that. But I think there's like a super chat feature on here, but I don't know. Have you considered how much harder it was just going on about new music before the internet? I mean, my dad said that he would read magazines and, you know, talk to people at school and stuff about new music. Is Lemmy your type of bassist? I do love Lemmy. Not as a person, but as a bass guitarist, yeah. Would you use a Rickenbacker? It is my dream bass guitar. British radio does suck, yeah, nowadays. You can tell songs in 4/4. I just don't like pop music. I don't care if a song's in 4/4, 5/4, 16/4. I don't care, but I'm not an elitist. Oh, thanks for the donation. What about IQ and Gazpacho? I've never heard of those. I'm sorry. Not bro. Does 80s Rush suck? I think some of it's alright. Who's your favourite drummer? Mine is Black Sabbath or Carl Palmer. Mine's probably Neil Peart or Carl Palmer. Have you got any concerts that you're going to see later in the year? I was meant to see the Eagles. I'm meant to see Yes as well. Have you heard Gorillaz before? Heard of them. I like Bowie. It's funny because nowadays, like, that clock, I don't even notice it ticking anymore. I only really notice it ticking when I actually listen to it. Like, if I actually try and listen to it ticking. Did you ever do a review on Trespass by Genesis? And congrats for the channel. I might. It's a good album. Kirk Hammett or Dave Mustaine? I think that both are equally talented. Do you read Prog magazine? I do. I've got a couple of issues there that I've read. It is said that she's not allowed to date anyone unless they can name all the Rush alphabet. Rush albums alphabetical order. Yeah, you're probably right. How do you think I got my boyfriend? Are you missing X Factor from Iron Maiden collection? Yeah, that's one of the ones I am missing. Do you play any instruments? I play bass guitar. Neve, what is your boyfriend called? His name is Yoan. Favorite prog vocalist from the 70s? Good question. Probably gonna say Peter Gabriel, Greg Lake. Give me a moment. Probably Geddy Lee as well, like John Anderson, of course. Iron Maiden's most prog album. I think Iron Maiden's most prog album is Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. If you haven't heard it, it's very much synth based, and I love that. Do you like Renaissance? I do. Yep. Is Rush your favorite band? Surprisingly, not. My favorite band for about 3 years was Iron Maiden, but at this point, I'm not sure what my favorite band is. Do you have any plans to review new prog albums? I do. I have a list of modern prog albums to start reviewing. Song of the day. Oh god, I listened to a lot of songs today, so I'll take a look at what I was last listening to, and I'll make that the song of the day. Pictures of a City by King Crimson off In the Wake of Poseidon. What album by Van der Graaf Generator do you recommend? I say Porn Hearts, because that's the one I listened to very recently and I absolutely loved. Have you ever heard Caravan's epic 9 Feet Underground? Yes, I have. I have indeed. Would you play something for us? Would be great for the 10,000 subs. I've actually got something planned for my 10,000 subs as well as this live stream, but that will be announced on Monday. So I've given too much away already, but Monday there is an announcement, and I will follow that up on my Instagram and my Twitter and in the community tab as well at some point. And I will talk about it there. Sometimes I get sidetracked because I'm reading the comments at the same time as talking, and that's messing with my head. Phil Collins or Peter Gabriel, and why? Peter Gabriel, I just prefer the stage theatrics. I prefer the music, to be honest. That doesn't mean I dislike Phil Collins' Zero Genesis. Do you listen to music in bed as you try and sleep? I do. That is something I do. Favorite impression from Carnival 9? When I listen to Carnival 9, I usually listen to it all at once. But if I had to pick, I'd probably either say first impression, the first part 1, or probably third impression. First vinyl album I ever bought. First vinyl record I ever bought was by Bring Me the Horizon, and it was called Sempiternal. If you are familiar with that, which I don't know if many of you might be, but it's like emo metalcore music that I don't really listen to anymore. Thank you for the donations, everybody. The clock surprisingly doesn't keep me awake anymore. It did for one night and then stopped. Barracuda by Heart, of course I know that song. It's a very well known one. What's your favorite Gentle Giant album? Probably Octopus. Thank you for the congratulations. I love Radiohead. I grew up on Radiohead from my parents. My parents actually saw Radiohead before they were popular. Like, I think they saw them in the 90s where at a venue that could only hold about less than 1,000 people. Did you go to Download Fest? I wanted to, because I wanted to see Tool at Download Fest, but I didn't get tickets, and I was doing my GCSEs at the time of when I was actually able to go. So, and every other year after that, I've just not really bothered because I've probably been doing something, or I just couldn't afford it straight up. What is your favorite Queen album? News of the World is my favorite Queen album. Did someone actually ask if I knew Genesis? No. I don't know who Genesis are. Tell your dad he's a dead ringer for Jerry Garcia. I'll tell him that. I think he'll be very happy about that. Do you speak other languages? I took Spanish for GCSEs for 2 years. I did it, actually. Took Spanish for like 5 years, but it was like secondary school level, so I wasn't really taking it properly. But I can remember things here and there. I went to download for. That's a very good setup for set this lineup for download. Oh, my eyes, they hurt. My favorite Sabbath album. Good question. I'd probably say Master of Reality. Phil Collins' most Gabriel Genesis-like song. I'd say Dancing Volcano is pretty Gabriel-like. Your favorite Rush album? Probably Hemispheres. How many friends your age like Prog? I have no friends who like Prog. They all think I'm strange. Would you ever consider taking piano lessons again? Probably not, because I don't have a lot of money at the moment, so I won't be I can teach myself because, I mean, I got pretty far in my learning, so I can probably teach myself. Do you like Star Wars? Funnily enough, I never really got into Star Wars that much. Like, I don't dislike it, I just never really got into it. I know that a lot of my friends love Star Wars, and I've seen 3 Star Wars films, and I didn't find them boring, but I prefer things like Lord of the Rings. Children of the Grave is a great song. It's Peter Gabriel's birthday today. It is. You keep buying expensive vinyls. Yeah, like, first person to say vinyls. I've never, but I buy secondhand, so I try and not get them as expensive. I'm gonna piss off everyone by just saying the word vinyls. What do you think of the live version of Supper's Ready on Genesis Seconds Out Live? It's brilliant. I love that. Any music in other languages I recommend? Rammstein are a great one. Sing in German. What is your favorite Sabbath song? Good question. There's so many great songs. Probably Sweet Leaf or Children of the Grave. Although I do love Hand of Doom. Got a lot. Best live prog album? I don't know. USA by King Crimson's pretty good. I do love Welcome Back My Friends to Show That Never Ends, Exit Stage Left, you know. Have you ever been to Holland? No, I have not. thank you for the donation. Do I like older soul? I've never really listened to much soul. It's not just young people say vinyls. Yeah, I know. I know that. Have you heard Green Slade? I have, yeah. Sabbath with Ozzy. Personally, my favorite incarnation of Black Sabbath. Just checked out Octavarium. Brilliant. Brilliant album. A lot of people are saying that I look stoned. I'm not. I'm very tired. That is something that I am, is very tired. Coronation Street or EastEnders? I am not a soap opera person. I hate soap operas. The acting is always so bad, but it's funny. I mean, we did a whole section of why did I literally just forget what I was talking about? We did a whole section in drama in year 9 of just about soap operas, and I hated it. Oh, thank you for the donation. Congrats on 10,000. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you. I thought being stoned was a requirement in order to get through a King Crimson album. You are right. I don't want to get demonetized, or I don't want to get banned for talking about drugs on my channel. Have you heard Dream Theater changes seasons? I have, yeah. I think I did have, as I said in that video, I had a very long list of epics that I wanted to put in, and a lot of you guys commented like, oh, where's this one, or where's that one? I had to not make a video that was very long. You know, I didn't want to have to be rambling for like 45 minutes. Boots or Superdrug? I am more of a Superdrug person because Superdrug's cheaper. Do you like the Beatles? I love the Beatles. Favorite King Crimson album is Red. Favorite Pink Floyd album? Probably Animals. But again, I can't really choose. Have you a sister or brother? No, I'm an only child. Do you like Van Halen? Yep, I do. Have you ever listened to Rainbow? Yes, I have. My favorite album. I've not actually listened to a full Rainbow album yet, but I know songs. Can't tolerate McDonald's ice cream. I used to love the McDonald's ice cream. I can't have it anymore, but I did used to love it. Thin Lizzy, I love Thin Lizzy. They come from my home country. Do you think that Octavarium is vaguely inspired? But I think it's more inspired by Shine On You Crazy Diamond. I mean, that intro is just this carbon copy. Oasis fan? Unfortunately not. I mean, they've got some good songs. I just don't like it very much. Biggest prog influence on my music? Probably Rush. I don't watch anime. Are you in Birmingham? Nope. I'm a Londoner. McFlurry is the only slightly good thing about McDonald's. I mean, there's not much. I mean, I can't really eat much at McDonald's anymore. I eat chips, but that's about it. Do you have a job in the real world? I did before COVID came along. I worked at an amusement park, a theme park in the UK. If you guys are familiar with Chessington World of Adventures. Um, and it's very close to where I live. And I did work there until lockdown came and squashed the whole business. So I'm out of a job up until the time that I can go back. Mushy peas or not, I do like mushy peas, yeah. I've been to Chessington. It is a right state. Thoughts on Boris Johnson now? We don't get political here. We do not get political on the Prog Nerd channel. This is a space of no politics. But I hate him. I hate Boris Johnson. Fish and chips or curry if I wasn't a vegan. Good fish and chips was always good. But again, something that I don't eat anymore. Do you listen to mainstream pop? I don't, because everything that I've heard of mainstream pop I don't like. And I don't really want to come across snobby. I just really don't like pop music. How would you rank the Rush albums? I might make a video on that because I'm planning on doing a ranking series in the next week or so. So you guys will be able to see my rankings for. I'm going to start on Monday, I think, because I haven't listened to every Rush album, so I have to listen to all of them before I can actually rank them, because otherwise it would just be unfair judgment. How long have you been playing bass? About a year and a half. I'm a fan of many English bands. Do you like the BBC Six music? Are you talking about the radio station? I think some of it's actually not bad. I've discovered some stuff on the BBC Six music radio station. Favorite Beatle and why? George Harrison is my favorite Beatle because I think he had the best solo career. Not necessarily the most successful, but it's just his music was so much better. How much do you practice bass? Not enough. I don't practice as much as I should. Oasis are awful. Their attitude sucks. I agree with that. George is my fave too. We have 264 people out there. Hello to every single person out there. Do you like Lynyrd Skynyrd? I actually saw them live over here in London. And funny story about that. I will tell the story. So when we saw Lynyrd Skynyrd, it was a couple of years ago, and we saw them in Wembley Arena, right? There is two venues outside Wembley Tube Station. Wembley Stadium, the big stadium, and Wembley Arena. Everyone who's familiar with London and the UK will know what I'm talking about. We went in the arena. That's where we saw Lynyrd Skynyrd. And there was a concert at the same time on the same day in the stadium. And the stadium is massive, right? Massive stadium, sold out show, massive stadium. And there's a smaller, still big, but smaller arena. The end of the concert was so chaotic because there were people coming out of Wembley Stadium and people coming out of Wembley Arena, and the tube station, this is pre-COVID by the way, was crammed. I mean, they had to get paramedics in there at some point because it was August, so it was boiling hot, and people were passing out. People were getting really ill, and it was horrible. The tube station was just crammed with people. Very, very horrible experience. You know what else I found funny about that whole experience is that the stadium show, the concert from the stadium, was Pink. If you know the pop singer Pink, and so you had all these like younger, like preteen girls and younger children all coming out of this venue, all dressed up in glitter and pink clothes and all that kind of stuff, versus Lynyrd Skynyrd fans who were, you know, biker gang kind of people and rock music fans. So the blend of people was very much interesting and very funny, but it wasn't really funny when I got sunburnt. What do you think of the music scene in Birmingham? I mean, I do do love my Sabbath and my Judas Priest. This is why I avoid London. Sadly, I cannot avoid that. Where did you get those ELP posters? A viewer sent them to me, actually. Would you say pink is more popular in the UK? I mean, I have no idea. Have you ever bumped into a celebrity on the street? I've seen a celebrity before when I was having dinner with my parents in a restaurant. The guy who played Dumbledore, the second Dumbledore, obviously, was sat behind us, but we didn't realize until I didn't realize until I came out of the toilet because I saw him. I was like, that's Dumbledore, but I didn't go up to him because I was very shy, and I don't feel like it's fair to disturb someone when they just have a meal. Who cares about pink? I don't. Young people who like pop music. What about ZZ Top, another band that I've seen live in the same venue that I saw Leonard Skinner in Wembley Arena? Which one's Pink? She had some hits in like the early-ish 2000s and never really. I don't know. I've not heard much news about her since. Do you listen to the Kinks? Very rarely. Do you like Fleetwood Mac? I do, yes. Favorite football team? I'm not a football fan. It's funny because both my parents are massive sports fans, but I'm not. Who would you like to meet the most in person? I'd like to meet Cole Palmer. I feel like he'd be a nice person to talk to. Would you be upset if any of your viewers came up and said hi while I was eating? Depends if I was having a good day or not, because I'd just feel bad if I was having a really crappy day and I got angry at someone. But if people ended up seeing me in a restaurant and saying hi, I'd have no problems with it. Yeah, I'm more than happy to talk to people about music. What prog albums would you recommend to a prog rock metal beginner? Well, I can give you some prog rock albums to get on with. Things like In the Court of the Crimson King, Trilogy, Autarkus, first ELP record as well, Close to the Edge, Fragile, 2112. You do love ELP, don't you? I think I do a little bit. Heavy prog fan, yeah, I am. Scenes from a Memory. I saw Dream Theater when they played the entirety of Scenes from a Memory, and it was the London concert that was actually released officially on vinyl. That was the concert I was at before lockdown. Hi from Russia's hometown. Hello. Ever seen Metallica? Yes, I have seen Metallica twice. First time at the O2 Arena, second time at Twickenham Stadium. I absolutely love Metallica. One of the first metal bands I got into. I love your channel, thank you. Did you ever get to see Rush live? I didn't know because I got into Rush way after they disbanded. Bill Bruford band. I mean, I've been listening to Bruford. Been meaning to. The band. Foo Fighters. Never really got into the Foo Fighters that much. Do you know much about prog bands in the continent of Africa? I don't know. I don't know anything about African prog. I saw Metallica at Wembley Stadium. Great live shows. Have you seen the Russian Rio concert show? I think it was on the telly recently. I'm obsessed with Emerson Lake and Palmer. I was lucky enough to meet him. How was that? That's awesome. Any grunge I like? I mean, I'm gonna have to just say Nirvana because that's probably the only grunge band that I've ever really delved into. I've not really gotten into much grunge. Favorite Mike Oldfield album? Probably Omadon. I can send some ELP records to you. I have some unreleased stuff. I'd love that. But I don't have a lot of cash at the moment. Favorite Camel album? Moon Madness. It's a very recent listen of mine, and I absolutely love it. Favorite record of 2020? Probably the Dream Theater live album. I mean, it's not like a studio record, but that's probably, yeah. Do I read music magazines? Yes, I read Prog magazine. How might it have been if Lake McDonald and Charles stayed in King Crimson? Probably a bit different. Well, we wouldn't have ELP. Have you ever spent a whole day listening to music? I have, yeah. I've spent days just listening to just vinyl over and over. Have you got any unpopular music opinions? I'm trying to think of one. Good question. I used to have a lot. I used to be very much opinionated, but not so much anymore. I've got a little bit of an unpopular opinion. Now, I mentioned that I love the Beatles, and I do. I absolutely love them. You know, I kind of half grew up on them, and I've got the In Stereo box set, I've got all their albums, etc. But personally, I think that their fan base, some of their fan base, does ruin it a little bit for me. It can be a little bit cringy at times. I think maybe people know what I'm talking about. Is it possible to sleep to prog, depending on what prog you're listening to? Good night, everybody. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. I can send some ELP records. As I said, feel free to send them, but I don't have anything to give you in return, any sort of money or anything. Would you want to get more into prog metal? I really would. Do you like Kiss? I used to love Kiss, but there's a musical opinion. Thank you for mentioning Kiss, because I used to love Kiss so much, like a lot. You know, I had a lot of their albums on vinyl. They are such a cash grab now. I mean, have you seen everything they have? They have everything Kiss related. You could probably find Kiss toilet paper out there. Everything is Kiss branded. It's such a money grab. And the cruise thing that they were doing, it cost $1,000, I think, or something like that, just for admission. That is such a cash grab. Gene Simmons is not a nice person either. I've never been cringy. Prog rock is thinking people music. I agree with that, yeah. Yeah, Beatles fans can be into the Beatles, but not into the music. It is a, you know, it's one of those things that does bug me, is when people look at a group and they're like, oh, I love this group, but they don't like the music. They just like the image of the group. Yeah, that's like me saying I like ELP because they all look attractive in some sort of way, and I dismiss the music completely. Like, that's just absurd to me. Why would you even bother buying albums or listening to anything like that because you think they're attractive? It's just silly. Very silly. I do like Deep Purple. I'm getting a Kiss coffin. Please tell me they don't have those. Please tell me they've not made their own coffee. No, no. Oh. Kiss is a business. That is a brilliant way to sum it up. They are very much a business now. And I saw a comment, I think, on a post somewhere that people believe that they were just in it for the money from the beginning. I mean, I think that Ace Frehley was their best musician, and when he left, they definitely went downhill. Kiss, Gene admitted Kiss is a brand, not a band, and that, scary. How can I send ELP records? Well, if you have an Instagram, you can just message me on there. Do you think Tina Weymouth was an inspirational basis to female musicians? I mean, she inspired me a little bit. Ace Frehley solo album, yeah, his solo stuff is good. What is my favorite Queen album? News of the World. Is it confusing if there's too much going on and happening in the music? No, because that's what prog is. Have you checked out all the Kiss solo albums? I have the Ace Frehley one, and I've only ever listened to that one, and I do love it. Favorite guitarist? Tony Iommi is my favorite guitarist. Reason why I got an SG in the first place. You like Steely Dan? I'm not much of a fan, but my dad is. Favorite Marillion album? Script for Just a Tear. You like reading? I do love reading, yeah. Is there any other way I can send the records? If you have a Discogs page, you can message us on there on Mubu Records. Can you make a video of top songs you're constantly listening to? Not a bad idea, actually. Do you know music from Holland? I don't know, I'm sorry. Do you like Joy Division? I love Joy Division, yeah. ZZ Top were awesome. I do love them. Don't know you, but I'm proud of you. Thank you. Do you like classical music? I do. Do you like Santana? Yep. Do you like early Jethro Tull? Yep. Do you like to collect bootlegs at the concerts you've attended? I've never tried to. You can buy... Oh, God. That's foul. Punk music. Most punk fans hate it. I don't mind punk music because I was very much into it at one point in my life. Tons of bootlegs available. I mean, all my Tool albums are bootlegs because a lot of them weren't released officially, so I've got a lot of unofficial Tool releases, but oh well. Cantu bands are good to go to sleep to. Sounds like a backhanded comment. Favorite Bowie album? Oh, I don't have one actually. I do like David Bowie, but I probably can't pick a favorite. Oh, I do like Focus. I had no idea that they were from. I do like Holland. Focus though. Camel, I do like Camel indeed. Your boyfriend likes Silly Lobster? He's part of Silly Lobster. Do you like Soft Machine? Yup. Megadeth or Metallica? It's gonna have to be Metallica. I've listened to more of their stuff and I've seen them twice, so more into them. But I do love Megadeth quite a lot. What do I think of cassettes? I don't have a cassette player, so I'm not actually able to play any music. It's my favorite way to enjoy a good prog album. I'm with you there. I just can't mention the first thing that you said in that comment, otherwise I'll get banned. Listen to Rick. Yeah, I've listened to that. Does Ireland? I've listened to the Rick Wakeman one that you just mentioned. Does Ireland have much of a prog scene? Horselips are a great prog band from Ireland. I can hear the train from here. I live next to a train station. Favorite track on Six Wives of Henry VIII? No, I did history at my old school. I can tell you that my favorite is either Catherine of Aragon or Jane Seymour. Do you like Kansas? Everyone has been asking me if I like Kansas just everywhere. And in my comment section, I've never listened to them before. Is Love Beach a nudist beach? I wonder. I do wonder. Yes, let's bring back the Love Beach comments, please. I love them so much. People are getting more creative with the Love Beach comments. Please. Bring them back. Favorite song on Dark Side of the Moon? Good question. I don't know. Probably us and them. Oh, thanks for the donation. Hello, coming from Canada. It's snowing heavily where I live, so it's nothing like listening to Woods of. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. That's, Northern cold. I mean, it was snowing here a couple of days ago, and some of the snow has actually stayed. Love Peach Toilet Paper. I love prog rock and 70s German rock. Stop with the drug questions. I can't answer them on YouTube. I can confirm that Love Beach is a nude beach. Great to know. I was listening to the Gumbo Variations by Zappa, and then your life started. Oh, thank you for joining. You were listening to Zappa and you paused it for my stream. Wow. I feel honored. Love Beach billboards need to be put up worldwide. Yes, I agree with that. Favorite day of the week and my favorite time of day. My favorite time of day is like 7. For some reason, I really like 6 to 7 p.m. because it's not like late, but it's evening, and I like evening time. I'm more of an early bird personally, but I do like my sleep a lot. Do you know anyone else your age who likes prog? Unfortunately, I don't. Love Beach is a sad beach. No, but no one I know likes prog as much as I do. I don't even think any of them like prog. Is John Lennon on Love Beach? Maybe. I like Beach House, yeah. Oh, hi, Yoan. Everyone, Yoan's in the chat. Have you ever been to Liverpool? I've not been to Liverpool. And Ireland, I've got family who live there, so I go there a lot. Horse lips from Ireland. Yeah, they're good. We do like Henry Cow in this house. Yeah. Smells like low tide and love beach. And now a guy that thought it was called Love Bleach. Interesting. Is Rush one of your favorite bands? Yep. Innocent Child. Sure. Do you like the Beatles? Yes, I do. The reason I say stop with the drug comments is because I can't answer them on stream. I got stung by a jellyfish on Love Beach. That's what you get. There's a Love Beach promo, apparently. Porno. Oh god, I can't say that. I thought I said promo. What is it? An EL? Is it to do with ELP by any chance? Thing is, right, with Love Beach, I don't actually hate it. I actually don't mind it. Like, not up there with my favorite ELP albums of all time, but it's listenable for me. What's Love Beach? Go to my channel and watch my video about Love Beach, then you'll know what Love Beach is. It's an album by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Carl Palmer, yeah, that's my accent. Love Beach has been sued for false advertising, no love making at all. Do you like the Phil Collins Genesis Prog albums? I think that some of them are alright, yeah. What is my favorite Pink Floyd album? Animals. They used to have a Love Beach wallpaper. When people came around, they chained themselves and refused to leave. ELP and ELO formed a band together. What would they be called? ELOP. ELOP. Love Beach Coffins, anyone? Yeah. You know, I would, Kiss might be making coffins, but, if there was a Love Beach coffin, that's where I want to be buried. Ever listen to the Frippin' Eno stuff? I love it. Is Love Beach the main topic of this discussion? It doesn't have to be, but I think that people's comments about Love Beach get better and better every time I see them. What is your favorite Tame Impala album and song off that album? I don't have a favorite Tame Impala album. Ask Yowen. Congrats, Neve. Thank you very much. Sort of. Where is this Love Beach you speak of? I actually don't know where Love Beach is, and if I think it is a real place, but I just don't know where it is. What's people's first reactions when they walk into your room? Who's that? Do you like hip hop? Never been much into it. Hard rock or metal group? My favorite's probably Iron Maiden if I had to pick hard rock or metal group. I guess Drake is out of the question. Yeah, not a big fan. Geddy Lee, is he your favourite bassist? Probably, yeah. Any of this? Have you listened to any Greenslade albums? I have. I've listened to one. There's overfishing and littering on Love Beach. ELP, environmental degradation, litter and pollution. Cool posters, thank you. Ever heard Death Grips? I have. Yeah. I saw them made in 2017. I saw them in 2018 at the O2 Arena. Do you like Opeth? I do, yeah. Just check Love Beach is low. It's in the Bahamas. That's fitting. Love Beach is whack. A little bit. Why did you stop playing the piano? Because I thought it wasn't cool to play the piano when I gave it up at age 13. Would you be able to wear a Love Beach t-shirt? If someone could send me a link to a Love Beach t-shirt, I will buy it. It's been great to talk to you today. Thank you for joining. It's much appreciated. I'm just getting to know your channel. I've seen the future by unboxing. Do you like early Elton John? Yep, I do. Do you play guitar? Yep. Love Beach. If I did hit 100k, that would be very interesting to me. Is there 100,000 people out there who are interested in my rambles? One day I should make a tour and just tour around the UK, just talking about Prog. What's your thoughts on pictures at an exhibition? I love pictures at an exhibition. Have you heard any Gentle Giant stuff? I'm very tired, everyone. I might end this very shortly. Love Beach, what's up with that? Good question. I don't know. Ever listened to Michael Kiwanuka? Was he on that show at New Year's? Because I'm pretty sure I recognise that name. My doctor prescribed Love Beach poster to cheer me up. I want a Love Beach poster. If I had a Love Beach poster, it'd be the backdrop of my videos. What is that profile photo? I'm trying to figure out. It is Peter Gabriel. Can you play bass solo? Not yet. Favorite bass player? Probably Geddy Lee. Thanks for the lovely chat. Take care. Thank you for joining. Show us around your room. It's very messy at the moment, so I don't think you'd want to see it. Fantasy classic. Oh, that's a very good question. And that is a very good lineup that you've just given. I'd probably say the same. Favorite bass line? Don't have one. So many to pick. So we're all talking about drugs in the comments. Are you of legal age? Christ almighty. Your room, throwback to how I used to decorate my room. I've had like posters around my room ever since I started getting into music. Say no to drugs. Beach, the perfect day for playing frisbee. Have you seen? Yeah, I've seen Robert Fripp Toya's channel. It's very interesting, to say the least. Happy lockdown Sunday lunch. If you play Love Peach backwards, there's a hidden message telling you to never shave your chest. I don't have chest hair, so I can't do that. Led Zeppelin, my favorite Led Zeppelin album, probably Led Zeppelin 3 or Led Zeppelin 2. I need things, and people need to be banned from the stream. I think they do, but I'm not sure how to do it, so I'm going to just leave it. Does your mum make Yorkshire pudding? She does make good Yorkshire puddings, but I just can't have them anymore. I threw a love beach just need my retriever wouldn't fetch it back. Alright, everyone. So I'm probably going to go now. Thank you all so much for 10,000 subscribers. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys follow my channel and pick up new bands to listen to, new albums, etc., etc. And here's to another 10,000. On with the channel we go. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Thanks for joining. Bye.